So greetings of the day students. Today we will learn a new topic, that is simplification of context-free grammar. So in a CFG it may happen that all the production rules and symbols are not needed for the derivation of strings. Besides, there may be some null productions and unit productions. So elimination of these productions and symbols is called simplification of context-free grammar. So we have three basic methods for doing simplification. The first method is called reduction of context-free grammar. The second method is called removal of unit production. The third method is called removal of null production. So let's begin with first method, that is reduction of context-free grammar. So before start of the topic, you need to go through two definitions. The first definition is useless productions. So the productions that can never take part in derivation of any string, those productions are called useless productions. A variable that can never take part in derivation of any string, that variable is called useless variables. So let's take a simple example. So here you will be given with 6 productions. In these 6 productions, we have been given with 3 starting productions, and the production C goes to DC because it is not taking part in our start variable. C is not there in start of the variable. Therefore, C goes to DC is useless production and C is useless variable. Similarly, B goes to A goes to B. Although B is taking part in this production, but B will not be eliminated to any terminal. That is why the production B goes to small a, capital B is also a useless production. So let's take a look into the method how it is solved. So find a reduced grammar equivalent to the grammar given. So step 1, you need to create sets over here. Here T is a set of all terminals. So here we have small a and small b. We have been given with the two terminals. Then the construction of W1. W1 will consist of all variables whose right side contains only terminal strings. So we have only two productions, that is A goes to small a and C goes to small b. So that is why I have written capital A, capital C, because in W1 you just need to write only those variables whose right side contains terminal strings only. Then you need to construct W2. W2 is equals to W1 union. You need to check where single A, where single C or both AC occurs. So we have only one production, that is S goes to CA, in which CA occurs. So that is the reason why I have written S over A. So when you club W1 with S, you will get ACS. Again, you need to follow the same procedure. You need to check again only A, only C, only S, or combination of A, C, CS, AS, or triplet of 3. Because you are constructing W3, you can maximum check triplet. So because I don't have any production which yields 3 variables on right hand side, that is the reason I have written 5 over here. So you will stop this process the moment you will get W3 is equals to W2 or W4 is equals to W5. Then you need to write those productions which will help you. So here you are getting only 3 productions. S goes to CA, A goes to small a, and C goes to small b. So only these 3 productions will be taken to step number 2. So step 2 says that the construction of y1. y1 is equals to starting variable. You will have to include only starting variable in y1. Then construction of y2. y2 is equals to y1 union. You need to check the right side of S. So here you have capital C, capital A on right side of S. That is the reason I have written capital C, capital A. So when I union y1, with this you will get capital S, capital C, capital A. Then y3 is equals to y2 union. Again you need to check the right side of S. The right side of S contains capital C, capital A. The right side of C contains small b. The right side of A contains small a. So again you are getting this set. Then again this process will continue until you will get the y4 is equals to y3. The moment you will get y4 is equal to y3, you will stop at that point and you will make the reduced grammar. So here we have the reduced grammar, that is capital S goes to CA, capital A goes to small a, and capital C goes to small b. So this is the reduced grammar. So let's proceed to second example. So here again you need to construct a reduced grammar equivalent to the grammar G. Equivalent to the grammar G. So step 1, again you have to write terminals in capital T. So you have only small a and small b, these two terminals. Then construct W1. W1 consists of only those variables whose right side contains terminal strings. You may have a single terminal or you may have multiple terminals, but you need to check only terminals. So that is the reason I have written capital C over here. Then the construction of W2. W2 is equals to W1 union. Again you check that on right hand side where capital C occurs. So here we have two productions. The one is small b capital C and the another one is small a capital C. So you need to write A and E in this set, right? So then you make union of W1 with A comma E. So you are getting capital A, capital C, capital E. Then W3. W3 is equals to W2 union S. Again you need to follow the same structure. I have checked for C. We don't have any production whose right side contains E, but again we have a production whose right side contains A. That production is S goes to small a, capital A, small a. So that is the reason I have included S. So again make a union with W2, you will get this. This process will continue unless you will get W4 is equals to W3. So only those productions will be taken to step 2 which you have used in step number 1. So we have used number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. So we have used only 5 productions and only these 5 productions will be taken to step number 2. All the other productions will be eliminated after step number 1. Step 2. So y1 is equals to S. Again you need to write the starting variable. Then you need to check the right hand side of S. So you have small a capital A on the right hand side of S. That is the reason I have written AS. Then y1 union A comma S, you will get S small a capital A. Again you will go for right hand side of S and right hand side of A. So here you are getting right hand side of A is small b capital C, small b capital C, and in y2 you are S is already there. So you don't need to check for S. Again capital C, small a, small b. So again you will make this set. Again this process will continue until you will get y4 is equal to y3. So after this, the moment you will get two equivalent sets, you will stop there. So reduced grammar for this is, so we have only 3 variables, 2 terminals and productions. We have only 4 productions. Production number 1, production number 2, production number 3, production number 4. These are the productions which I have used in step number 2. So thank you students. If you have any doubt, feel free to ask me. Thank you.